With the approaching new year, many of us are thinking about how to improve. Maybe you've bought books, you've started to journal your ideas out, what your resolutions are. You've thought about this most likely from one frame of mind. How can you change? This idea is normal, that we would think about how we can improve our lives by working on ourselves. But one thing that we often forget is the impact that others will have on those efforts, on our lives. And in today's episode, I want to encourage you to do one simple thing. As you are thinking through the kinds of things that you want to do in the new year, as you're thinking through how you may want to change yourself, as you're thinking through what goals you might set, I want you to imagine who else in your life could help you. Now, this is not intuitive. When we start thinking about resolutions, we're thinking about helping ourselves. We're thinking about becoming better, more disciplined, focused. But oftentimes, the most important things that we can do in our lives are not just focused on our own efforts. That certainly is a part of it, but also on what others can do alongside us. And so, as you're thinking about your goals, think about who can help you the most. And more specifically, here's the homework. I want you to imagine three requests that you could ask that would change your life for the better. Maybe your career, maybe your personal life. Whatever those questions are, I want you to imagine those questions and the people that you would ask them to. It's unlikely that you imagine those questions without imagining the people, because those two things go hand in hand. Really, what you're doing is you're thinking about taking steps in relationships. That's what these questions will enable. Taking steps in relationships. The amazing reality is that we so rarely understand the impact that questions can have on our lives. This is because we discount the likelihood that somebody is going to actually say yes. You've probably heard the studies. You've probably heard that this is the case, that the people who ask are the ones who tend to receive. But have you actually taken the steps to apply it? I want you to tie this idea of codependence. It's not bad to be independent necessarily, but most of your life, most of the good things that happen in your life are going to be partially or perhaps primarily impacted and empowered by the community that you are a part of. So think about those three questions, whatever they are, the three questions that could change your life for the better. Write them down. Make that a part of your commitment to the new year. Asking a question, making a request is a very simple idea, a very simple thing to do. But as you're likely to find out if you follow through on this commitment, it may have one of the highest outsized effects on your life and on your career. If you can get comfortable with asking people critical questions, specifically requests to help you in some way, then you will likely end up having a much higher output, higher leverage from the task that you're undertaking by doing resolutions in the first place. Thanks so much for listening to today's episode of Developer Tea. If you enjoyed this episode, I'd encourage you to come back and join us in two places. First, the next episode of the show. You can make sure you do that by subscribing whatever podcasting app you're currently using. And second, in the Discord community. Head over to developertea.com/Discord to get started totally free with that community today. Thanks so much for listening, and until next time, enjoy your tea.